Hello Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, if you're new, welcome. Hope you enjoy the reading. It's a general reading, so aspects of it will apply to you, but it could also apply to somebody else that you're close to right now. I work with the 12 houses of the zodiac, astrological guidance, goddess guidance, and destiny cards. Please don't forget to subscribe or like and share, as that will escalate the videos for other people to see. If you would like a private reading, you can go to my website. The link is in the box below. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I do daily inspirational posts and then also weekly readings there. Okay, let's see what we've got here for you. I normally pick out 3 houses of interest for you. We have 11th house, we have 11th house so far, so that's friendships, contacts, networks, that sort of thing. We've got 8th house, endings and beginnings. And we've got 1st house, which is the body, and all your personal, what you project outwards to others, what they see. We've got Aries, I am, so action to be taken. Got Leo, I will. We've got Gemini, I think. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Black Moon Lilith Mystery. So it looks like you're waiting for something to fall into place, or waiting for things to materialize for you. Not everything is not as it seems right now. Some sort of, okay, we've got Mart coming in there for your 11th house and for Aries. Vesta, home. Ooh. Okay, 2 came out for you. So we've got Guinevere, true love, and we've got Bridget, don't back down. So I'm going to put this one here because, and then I'm going to put this on the bottom of the deck. And then underneath was also Iseult, which was also there, so I'll take that into account. Okay, this one has come up consistently for you, so we'll have a look at that. Okay, so so as I said, with Black Moon Lilith Mystery, there's something that all the pieces haven't fallen into place yet, or there are aspects of a situation which you have not, you can't quite see what it is that is, occurring right now. There's some sort of mystery, some sort of almost like things are not quite what they seem. So that can be an aspect for you. It can also be that you are being noticed in some way, that you are, it's kind of like a fame, your star is rising. And therefore, when that occurs, sometimes the people around you, or certain people around you, whether this is friends or acquaintances or people within your environment, your contacts and so on, it could be anybody really, but certain people may not be sort of looking at that in the best light. They may be feeling a little bit like they've been overlooked or left out, or just be feeling out of sorts about it all, or not happy with seeing you making that progress, you know. So that can all be coming in. It can also be that something, the mystery aspect, it could be something that is sort of under the surface, that is hasn't risen up yet. So something is almost like in the shadows, hasn't come to notice yet, or hasn't come to your attention, or it's just something in the background which is unfolding, but you can't quite see what it is, you know. In some cases, it can be sort of termed as a negative thing, but everything is a learning experience, so you'll just have to see. But it's like a feeling that something is lurking almost. It can also be that there's a clandestine affair going on, or some sort of secret, or something that hasn't come to other people's notice just yet. So it could be something that you're working on. You know, you'll just have to see how this applies to you at this time. We've got Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Okay, so this is about following your heart. This is about following what you know is right for you, not what is right for other people. You know, as I said, you may be having a little bit of a negative feedback from other people about a certain situation in your life. You may be getting a sort of a negative vibe from them. And this is about keeping your emotions under control, about that. And finding an outlet for it. So whether this is family members or people that are close to you, this is about just staying in control, keeping your emotions in control, and just finding a healthy outlet for that. It is possible that it's coming up in you, those feelings of being left out or overlooked, but I get the feeling that it's people around you at this time, because you've got the don't back down here. So this is stand up for what you believe is right. You know, do what is right for you. Don't allow others to, you know, to influence you in a particular situation which you are working on at the moment, or which you're in. And you may just have to stand really firm on that. And with the Black Moon Lilith, that also can come in, about standing really firm on something, and do not back down. You know, whatever it is right for you, whatever is close to your heart, whatever you feel is right for you, you must stand up for that, and be counted. You know, what you do if you follow your heart and follow your heart's guidance, then you can't go wrong, really. Underneath that, which was the true bottom of the deck, is Isolde, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So you may be changing something in your life. So something has kind of fallen away from you. Some aspect has fallen away from you. So it's undying love. So it could be a past relationship, or it could be a friendship. Something that has kind of fallen away from your life, or is moving out of your life, and you're starting a new cycle now. And this is about going through a healing period, in preparation for the new relationship that's coming in. As I said, it could be a love relationship, but it can also be some other kind of relationship that has simply just kind of left your environment, or left your resonance. You're not resonating with that anymore. So this is about acknowledging that it had a place in your life, and that, you know, whatever the situation was right for that time, and you will go on, you know. So you're kind of healing from whatever that situation was. In some cases, it can be, for some people, it can be for somebody that's passed away. So that may be an aspect for certain Sagittarian members. But it can also be, as I said, the passing away of a relationship. So it leaves your environment, you leave it, or you let go, or some sort of change or breakup, or some sort of shift, and you go through that healing period in preparation for something new coming in. You know, opening yourself up. Spend time in nature. That's going to help you as well. So you could be taking a little bit of negative feedback about something that has changed in your environment, but don't back down. All right, don't let that stop you. Okay, we have here the 11th house. So as I said, this is the house of friendships. There may be a shift or a change going on there, or it's your contacts or your networks. It's also your personal hopes and dreams and visions of the future, what you envision for yourself in the future. So you may be taking steps to align that better for yourself. So it seems to me that you're leaving something behind and you're moving forward now with something which is more suited to you. Perhaps you're changing groups, perhaps you're changing alignments, changing some sort of resonance with either a friendship or others that are around you right now. You're sort of realigning yourself. It can also be about global consciousness or group consciousness, social reform, things like that. It can also be about trends, following trends and so on. But I do feel that this is about you pursuing your own dreams, your futuristic visions of yourself, your hobbies, your interests, or whatever is right for you. Your personal hopes and dreams and wishes, and going after that, putting that front and center. And it's also your ideals, So something is coming up for you in that house. So at the bottom, you've got Aries, I am. This is a no-nonsense card. This is cards on the table. So you need to get up front and be very clear about a situation that is occurring for you. As I said, this could be people around you in general, and it could also be about putting your hopes and dreams first at this time. It could also be that you are involved with a sort of an association or a society or some sort of group activity which has required action, or you being very honest and being very clear, no nonsense approach coming up. Because you've got Mart, fairness here, this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So I feel, keep your emotions under control. Don't back down though. Keep your emotions under control and just ignore that negative feedback if you are getting any, and just be clear. Put yourself forward, but be clear about, put your cards on the table, but be clear. And you may have to deal with a few people who are, have a big ego, or they're a bit bossy. You may have that's kind of going on around you. Also, just be careful that you don't lose your temper. As I said, keep your emotions under control, but don't back down. So stand firm, and there's ways of doing that without losing it completely. With this as well, it can be that you just need to slow down a little bit, be more self-contained, and move forward towards your hopes and dreams in a more measured fashion rather than rushing. Don't rush. Don't force things. Don't, by all means, you're going to be enthusiastic, and there's action to be taken here. Enthusiasm and action is coming in for you. But when you get that urge to move forward, then do it in a sort of a measured fashion, and keep control. And then you will achieve what it is you need to do, because this can be a very powerful energy. It can lead to a bit of like rash decisions or rushing around, or just sort of headaches, too much, like almost like frustration because you want to move ahead. So just bear that in mind. With the Mart Fairness card, the situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So that's exactly right. Whatever the situation is, whatever is coming up for you in your 11th house, things will be handled. And as I say, just keep yourself on the high road, and do all you can to move forward, and take into consideration other people's points of view, the greater good. Work towards the greater good. Detach from a specific outcome which you may be fixated on or attached to. Release that. Rather let the universe step in. The universe knows all, has everything in sight, can see much further down the road than you can. So allow, have your say. Don't back down. Have your say. Be clear about what it is that you want from this situation, be clear about that. But allow that sort of energy of non-attachment to come in, so that things can unfold, and allow things to manifest in a fair and just manner, because what you perceive as being the right outcome may not be in the long run. So there may be some other factors which you are not aware of, or so on. So let the universe handle it, but know that Mart has got this, and the situation will be handled fairly. Then under 8th house, we've got endings and beginnings. So this house is about literally some aspect of your life is falling away, and you're approaching a new beginning. The 8th house is all about that. It's the transition from one chapter to another. You may have aspects of your life which are very full, and have suited you in the past, or have been set up for situations in the past, and now you want to bring something new into that situation. You have to release some things in order to make space. It's that kind of energy. That's what the 8th house is about. It's also about the nuts and bolts of a committed relationship. It's the merging of your emotional and material resources. And so this can be a friendship, it can be a love partnership, or it could possibly be a business partnership as well. But it also has, this 8th house also has a regenerative or renewal aspect to it. So something could be regenerating or renewing. The 8th house does also have a sexual element to it, so possibly something about that side of your life is regenerating with a new partner coming in. Perhaps you have been through a long period of just keeping to yourself, and now this new partner is coming in, and you are aligning towards that. So there's a regeneration, there's renewal, sexual energies, but it can also be about, as I said, emotional and material resources. So the beginning, a new beginning coming in for you here, but you have to let go of certain aspects from the past in order to do that. It's also got a financial aspect to it, this house. So this can be big finance. This is normally investments, accounting, banking, tax, inheritances can come in. So there could be literally a passing away of something, an inheritance coming to you, or some legacy, something like that. It can also happen. But it more than likely is a sort of an ego death, or some sort of part of your life which is no longer serving you now is moving off, and you need to make room for something else. So therefore also financial aspects may be changing as well. This is sort of big finance. Okay, to go with that, we've got Leo I Will, and we've got Vesta Home. So some sort of the Leo energy is very much about it's a very creative energy. There's romance in there. There's love and romance, and warmth, and everything to do with that. It's a very loving energy. It's a very charismatic energy. It's a very creative energy. Children may be sort of involved in some way, shape, or form for you. It just see how it plays out for you. But it's a sort of a warming up of the energies. And it's, as I said, it's a very outgoing, fun-loving, creative energy, the Leo side of it. There's also honor and integrity involved here, because it's a very willful sign. So this is about going after something, loving the limelight, being the center of attention, or being in that very loving and creative mode. But it is very much the center of your will, and it's about that creative energy. And there's lots of aspects that go with this, but it's a creative, loving, romantic energy coming in. But also honor. There may be some pride involved as well. So maybe some pride issues perhaps are needing to look at. Perhaps you have some aspects of that you need to let go of, some ego issues possibly, in order to prepare for this change, romantic situation or regeneration of love and so on coming in for you. But I feel this is a loving energy. It could also be that you may be wanting to sort of spend a bit of money on luxuries, or some sort of rejuvenation or renewal of certain aspects within your environment. So you may be wanting to splash out on a few things. Leos love luxury, so there may be that aspect coming in because you've got Vesta Home here. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So it looks like somebody, some sort of shift or change within your home, but whatever it is, it's going to be good, going to be very good for you. You could be redecorating. You could be making it a much more loving and, sort of creative environment. It could also be that you want to spend a bit of money on creative things for yourself. This could be a hobby or an interest, or something that is going to require finance, or shifting and changing of, letting go of the old to make way for the new. So an old chapter is ending and a new chapter is beginning. You may be redecorating, you may be changing something within your home environment, but it's bringing in this lovely Leo energy, loving energy, romance, etc. So it's like you're making room for something, some sort of shift or change. It could be a change of home, or it could be an additional home, or it could be somebody moving out of the home and somebody new coming in, whatever the shift is for you. But it's a very good and very positive change for you, and it's going to bring in this lovely this is the home and hearth. This is making your home and hearth your castle, your loving place, your place which is pleasurable and exciting for you, and just a wonderful, warm and nurturing place to be. And it's bringing in a lovely energy, I feel, and this is going to really change things for you. This is really going to regenerate and renew you in all kinds of ways. And you're kind of preparing for that now. So it's bringing that energy in for you, I feel. But there could be a little bit of spend involved, some sort of shift of your finances to make room for something which you're trying to create here. And it involves your home and bringing this lovely energy in. Then here we've got first house, the body. So this is your actual physical body, but it's also your vitality, your life force, your charisma, how other people see you. So your chi, your life force, your chi, what lights you up. And it's just your general energy as well. So what people are seeing in you, they could be seeing you in a whole new light. They could be seeing you lit up. You could be glowing right now, especially with certain things that are going on. And it's like you are kind of emitting something different. So people may be seeing you differently. It's also your personal independence and your personal way of doing things, your brand, the way you are navigating yourself forward at this time. So what you are aiming for right now. And so it's about your physical body, but it's also about what you're projecting outwards. So it's how you're steering your course right now, your personal independence, what you're actually moving towards, what you're trying for. But I do feel it's also entering a new phase in your life. That is why this card is here, because you've got a new phase coming in here for you as well, and there's something to do with your the people around you as well. We've got Gemini, I think. This is the Lover's card of this astrological deck. You've also got Guinevere, True Love, coming in for you. So this is like a double confirmation. This person is really going to change, it's going to light you up. They're really going to bring in a whole new aspect to your life. And just don't overthink it, okay? Don't overthink it. This is the Lover's card. As I said, this can also be, this is a significant person in your life. This is like a soulmate. This is somebody really important in your life. And you may just be needing to express yourself at this time with this card. This is about, expressing yourself, however that may be. Gemini is about communication, so written, verbal, body language, all of those things come in. So it's expression, it's it's also thinking about things, thinking things through, weighing things up. You may have a decision to make with this as well, some decision, but it's also about, as I said, your expression, how you are communicating with others. You could be doing research right now. You could be learning new things right now. You could be hearing news, or you could be giving news, as I said, some sort of expression. But it's also about analyzing things, but don't go overboard, okay? Don't go into over-analyzing or overthinking situations, or getting so caught up in your head that you lose sight of your physical body, okay? And where you're trying to head towards, and it's true love right now. So it's also about paying attention to detail, this card, and really applying your mind, but it's about being mindful, listening as well as talking. So you need to listen as well as talk. But I do feel there is expression involved here. It could also be that you may need to say certain things to siblings. That can also come in with this Gemini card as well. But as I said, it looks like it's a very significant soulmate relationship, and they're going to really change things for you here. Guinevere, true love, the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So that says it in a nutshell. And it could also be that you need to give yourself a bit of self-love as well, because when you do that, then you can give to another, because your cup is full, So focus on that, and make yourself feel loved and, and appreciated, and then you can give that out to your significant person who's coming in here for you. So this can be a new person coming in, or somebody that you're kind of moving towards currently, because this is the first house about moving towards what what you're aiming for. It's the initiating action, but it can also be the regeneration and the renewal of love in your life, however that may be. So this, if you're in a long-standing relationship already, it can be the regeneration or the renewal of that. So that could be something that you decide now to do, some aspect you're bringing in, but it certainly is. True love is available for you. It's a gift from the universe, and a wonderful thing to have. So just appreciate it. Appreciate these beautiful, loving feelings, the romance, the love, the excitement of doing new things in your home, your environment. Make it welcoming and invite this person in, or invite the loving energy into your life. And you just need to let go of a few things in order to do that. Some old issues, some old ways of doing things, some old things that have been in your 8th house, things that just need to change now to welcome this new energy in. Let's do a destiny card for you now. Okay, compassion. Okay, so all these lovely feelings coming in. I feel the compassion side of it is to do with this fairness situation. So be clear about what it is you want. Don't back down. Go after what it is you want. You've got the energy and the motivation and the drive to do that now with the Aries card. But just, keep your emotions under control. Be compassionate about others who may not be looking, as I said, looking favorably at you, or certain situations which are changing now and you need to move on, So it's having that compassionate outlook, but also for yourself in this situation. Be compassionate towards yourself, and be gentle with yourself and your emotions, and with these changes going on. And then that is what you will project outwards as well. This is very much the first house, what you project outwards. So what you're feeling and what you're going through on the inside, so when you're feeling joyful, when you're feeling happy, when you're feeling love, that is what you will project. So you get that glow about you, that lovely energy about you. And that translates into compassion for others, or for a situation, So it's about that, but it's also about directing that to yourself so that you can give it away to others, and also to lift your vibration, your frequency, your energy, so that you are in a position to receive. Because when you're emitting this compassionate energy, but also joy and happiness and contentness and all these lovely feelings which come in with Leo, the excitement, the being the center of attention, or just enjoying having the attention from somebody, then that is what you will emit outwards, and that's what people are going to pick up, and it causes ripples in their life. It gives them the opportunity to also feel that and try and aim for that in their lives. So it has a ripple effect. Okay, Sagittarius, hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Don't forget to subscribe or like and share, and have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time.